Welcome back, everyone, to Spyro Ripto's Rage with Gun Buddy G.u.n.n Bunny. As you can see, I'm still sick, but I do want to keep persevering on, and I have been waiting to tuck into this one. So Spyro 2 is my favorite Spyro. It's actually the first Spyro game I ever owned, and I'm pretty sure one of the first games I ever owned. I think it comes in second to Crash Warped, which I both owned for the PS1 in their day. So I will tell lots of stories about this game, but let's get started. In the new world of dragons.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah! I haven't been there since we kicked Gnasty Gnorc's butt. How about it, Sparx? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Gnorc!
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
I really don't
Calm
like the
down,
aesthetic
Hunter,
choice
and
for
stop
Laura.
fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got a dragon!
I'm kind of good with everybody else. I just think they made her look kind of stupid.
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You
I'm
got
travel
a problem
size.
with that pussycat?
Well, well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Go, you imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who was that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
We don't know how to say no. That's how we get here. We have ethical decision problems. Alright, here's the one that I'm gonna gripe about the most. Because it's the one that I fell in love with. It's the one that genuinely I think is an excellent game. And they made some choices that lost me, folks. Lost me. Mostly because it was weird dialogue changes.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems! Can you stop them?
Okay, my perspective on things. In the original game, I thought these guys were cuter. This was a weird choice. The really humanish eyes and stuff was odd. They also kind of shortened their tails. I have all these kinds of little gripes, but the gameplay will already just be better. The hover, the glide, the run. Unless they've done something really bad, which they might have, I know that this is just primarily better. Also, I'm sorry if there's little choppy editing problems, I am still quite sick. So I just have to stop occasionally and cough and black out a little. I may or may not get really collecty. I don't expect I will stay that way. But, you know, when I have stuff to say, at least it helps that I have something going on in my thought processes. I was kind of thinking about retro gaming the other day, like why retro gaming means absolutely anything to me. Because, of course, anybody who's playing a game from their past, especially when you're old enough that you're playing it from the perspective of your youth, everybody's always like, well, I want to revisit those days. And I've had some time to think about this, and I don't necessarily think that's how I see it. I don't think I'm revisiting those days. I think I'm revisiting a storyline I knew I liked. I miss the characters, I miss the plot, and I really enjoy being able to go back to the plot and live it on some level. And then, of course, when games are remastered and the plot is changed or the characters are adjusted too much, then I hate you and you've ruined my childish nostalgia. So that is what nostalgia means to me.
I'm a friend of Alora's, and she asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress. Like this.
It was right around here that I noticed that something about the language was different. And when I played the game...
That zap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
I went and looked up what the old language was because I was like, wait a minute. Because we're going to walk up to a guy who talks to us about a ladder. And we can't climb yet, so we can't help him. First, we have to save his life because that's how these things go. And what he says doesn't match very well.
We gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders. And it looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
I'll try to find the clip to compare. At least in my mind, I remember it being much worse. They're really tiny, but the way people talk and things, they matter.
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone's talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
I also
Thank
appreciate
you,
that we
Mr.
made
Dragon.
gems relevant to
Spyro,
collect.
was it? You can now use
So
the
it
bridge
makes me
whenever
want
you
to be more
free of
collecty.
charge. I hope we meet again when you have even more gems.
Alrighty. Already the controls feel better. Already. Compared to the original. And I'm going to get my hover back very soon. Where I can... better. Gives me that little bit of butt lift that I so badly, as a small compartmentalized dragon, really need.
To get a good look around, press the action button. Try using action to look around this cave.
Thank you for telling me, but I have no intention, not back then, not now, doing anything that feels like a tutorial. I like tutorial modes, don't get me wrong, because I think you need them to actually know what you're doing, but in the same sense, I'm also probably one of the worst people for doing them, because I'm like, yeah, I got the gist of it, and then I'm loose, because that's how I work sometimes. I don't know. I am a contradictory term when it comes to tutorials. This running is brought to you by a gallon of hot tea. I foresee having to stop mid-recording to go get more. Whoa. Oh yeah, the controls feel so much better. Immediately don't hate it. Kind of lazy glide and all that good stuff. Remember what I was supposed to shoot? These? I'm like, okay, I have fireball. This is nice. I kind of remember these looking a little bit more like a bullet shot, and obviously that has been improved. Aw, so pretty. What is it? Girls and crystals.
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead.
I probably should have talked to him before I did that, but I was already on the mission in my mind. Yeah, and you want to go watch somebody play this on a completist kind of way. I'm not gonna be that person. Although I am definitely and considerably more motivated to get gems. Oh, I hear something. Oh yes.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask me.
Oh, I remember this mechanic. It's so cute. This little like bullet shot mechanic. There is a way to aim
Nice
that.
shooting. Follow me to the next lizard.
Onward to the next lizard. That's the move your little touche. Well, that's no fair.
You can spit pretty far, Spyro. See if you can spit all the way to the lizard.
So I know there's a way to aim this. X? My brain's like trying to retranslate. It's alright. In PlayStation land, it's triangle. I aim just above the lizard. Wow, that's not sensitive. Oh, I can use the D-pad. It's inverted, but it's there. Interesting. Follow me to the next little lizard. Where are we going?
To hit that lizard up high, you'll have to aim. Press the action button to aim, then press the attack button to spit.
I think it's interesting that they changed it to like action button and things like that, so that depending on how you were playing, depending on how you were playing, you could make those choices. Because I'm playing on a controller because I can't imagine playing this game any other way. But obviously there are people who are going to play on lots of different kinds of joypads. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I don't want to lose him the way I am. I'm done for. Where are you? Yeah, bro. I hear you. Ah!
You can pick up a rock in your mouth by just walking up to it. To spit it out, press the attack button.
I feel like that's voiced by Elijah Wood as well. Because
To aim
sure...
a rock.
Yeah, I want to aim the rock. Sure sounds like him. Oh, look, the lizard materialized. I was like, oh, he must be on the pavilion. Shame on me. Alright, let's get him. Oh, I can't lose this guy. That's my biggest risk, because I'll never find him. The way I am, I'll have to Google him to find him. Now we're on top of the pavilion? Yes, we are, sassy boots. Alright. I'd like to be stuck to the ground for this. Aw. I see we haven't fixed the ground traction. Look at this. Good thing I don't need any precision. Alright. Ah,
Yay! You've saved my crop of gems from the lizards. Here, take this orb. Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday.
there we go. And the third orb, which we can't get until we climb, because we have to climb up there to get it. I know there's something I need to shoot this at, but I tell you, I don't remember what. I know there's something I shoot it at, though. Deep down in my wishbone. Oh, invisible wall. I will get better at this, because there's been plenty of times that I just hard run it. Already feels better than the first one. I'm sure I'll be complaining by like my 7th episode, but it does feel better.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of glimmer as a sign of our gratitude.
I also think the talismans look great. Oh, he did a little ear scratching animation. That's cute.
This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the home worlds of Avalar.
Oh, I wonder if these loading screens are as egregious as before. That's pretty.
Oh no! Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir, too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto.
I am disappointed this thing is glitching.
Hunter, where have you been?
I have this game on its own
got
solid
a
state
little
drive right
lost.
now.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Yeah, this is on its own solid state drive right now. It is rocking a lot of power on my end. So that glitching is not acceptable. Soon, water will not just murder me, but I have not paid to be able to swim, so I will just drown. We're gonna take a hot minute. Pick up some immediate gems, because money bags will need them. Gems, lives, little things, you know, lives. Also, I hope they kept the ability to just kind of grind out lives if you just sit there and kill sheep. Or whatever you are unaliving. Anything else? I don't see anything glimmering.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
Can do. Although I think we just covered that, so it's a little weird to reiterate, but yeah. Maybe it's the you skipped the cutscene, stupid, and you really needed it. Maybe that's the language. See how I don't hate gliding? Immediately better. Frog. Frog. Ah, look, it's Hunter.
Hey, Spyro. Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it. Press the jump button, then press jump again while you're still in the air to glide.
Not loving the voice actor choice here. Just, it's not his fault. So I had an interesting thing that I was watching on Baldur's Gate 3, where they were talking to Neil Nibon about Nubon about anything, and he was saying how pleased he was that during the time of working on
Sparx, the dragonfly following you around, is your health indicator, Spyro. The brighter he is, the more hit points you have.
Baldur's Gate, one of the things they talked about was the fact that he really appreciated that his status has been switched from voice actor to cast, and that he didn't really appreciate being called a voice actor because it made him sound incredibly limited. And I, obviously, as not a voice actor, and the little bit of voice acting I do is basically like a punishment for me. I thought about that in a very different way. I was like, I suppose that is very limiting, and they commented on how actors do not get necessarily referred to as face actors. But I did used to model, and one of the things is you get easily changed into things like you are a catalog model versus a runway model, you are a looks model versus, there are lots of little definitions in there, and it didn't bother me. There's oh no, bad decisions. Oh right, I just can't dive in it. Oh okay, good. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to die over nothing. But I can respect the concept. I still don't think there's anything necessarily offensive as referring to an actor as a voice actor. At least that's how I sort of see it. I'm not trying to be offensive. I think it is definitely your talent. And I do see it as a definition of your medium. But I can see how it can seem limiting because, especially with things like BG3, you're doing a lot more than voice acting. You are doing a lot of mocap work and so on. It can be quite strenuous.
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
That's what I thought. 500 gems. Okay, so one more world and we can pretty much do it. I know that Hunter is over there waiting for me to run around and do some sassy gliding with him, so let's go do that.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press the jump button and hold it down to get more hang time.
Tomato or tomato problem. Agile. Agile. Oh, thank you for this little
Okay, not
choice.
bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press the jump button, then press jump again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance.
Oh, I like that they added the little pools of water. Very nice. That's not what those used to be.
Nice job. Now try to do a hover. Press the jump button, then press jump again to glide. When you reach the end of your glide, press the action button to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
Thank goodness. Ah, if I can time it. Sorry, folks. I blame cough medicine, cold medicine, and relief medicine all at the same time.
To hover...
Yep, I get it. I just am missing a piece of my brain. There we go. Also, press forward on the analog stick.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the left stick when you hover.
You know, it's interesting. It used to be a running start, and now they've changed all of it to they want you to do this.
Wow, you're a
With
pretty good
walking.
athlete.
It's very
If I hadn't
weird.
lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
Not bad, not bad. Thought I had more choices than Colossus. Do I not? Wow, is this ever like insanely pretty? Ooh, I am clearly not the only person who thinks that this had room to be nice looking. All of this, there's only one area? Oh no, here's the other one. Idle Springs. No fair. No fair. Alright, I promise I'll talk to the dude. I will. I will. First, I'm gonna pick up the loot. Come on, Sparx. It's not a free ride. Let's work.
Spyro! The idols we were carving have come to life! They've locked us out of our temples and stolen our food!
Wow, they look great. Alright. All you need is to hit it with a hammer. I'm just like dazzled. Well, gotta learn to swim in here. Get all the good underwater treasure. The swimming is definitely my favorite mechanic. This guy's got some general issues. Keep pulling over for a drink. So I suppose that I have never considered
Those
a voice
metal
actor.
shields are making enemies invulnerable to your flame attack.
I always say
If you
this
press
too
and hold the
late.
charge button, you can defeat them with your charge attack.
I've never not placed a voice actor as an actor. I've never considered it a diminishing term. I think voice actors are very talented. Mark Hamill is unbelievable as a voice actor. But in a setting, I think there's something to be said for being called cast. And I guess modeling, my general perspective is you were never not a model, and then you were sort of described with secondary terms. So yes, I go forward stating I view all these people as actors doing voice work. Very much. It is an interesting thought though, something I've never really considered. You need help, buddy? No? Okay, just checking in. When you're worried about people, it's important to check in on them.
To aim the camera left or right, use the right stick.
vase. And yes, for me it's a vase, not a vase. It's also agile for me, just to be clear. Which is agile. Canadians, calor, amor. We like to over-emphasis things. That was mean. You almost hurt me. Hot pointy sticks are dangerous. I love being able to glide to things and not hate my will to live. Okay. Well, that's a game for an orb, no question. I promise, I'm not pretending I don't remember. I remember, I just call these things out as I see them. There are several games for orbs, though. I promise. We're just on a little bit of a treasure quest at the moment, so we can come back and do some swimming. Wow, that's very pretty. I wonder if I can glide to that. Oh, I don't know where I am. Okay, camera, we had a little moment, you and I. Oh yes, the little rockets. This will break a chest somewhere in the game. Oh, I forgot legitimately about these. Phew. And now there will be treasure that way. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? That's great. Alright, ready for a long glide? That's very nice and super fulfilling. Then we gotta run all the way back and slam into things with our hard head. Okay, what is going on? There we go. I missed a gem. I was too busy checking on you. This little animation is both concerning and hilarious. Alright, but we're gonna go back and get the swimming thing before we do any big questing.
Spyro, you're pretty tough. If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here. But for the moment, I want you to have this talisman.
Marvelous. Also, the building of the portal is really great. That's very nice.
Oh!
Hey, camaraderie begins by eating meals together.
Hello there, Spyro. Would you like to learn to swim underwater? I suppose I could teach you for a small fee.
Yepers.
Great. Okay. When you jump in the water, you can use your left stick to move around the surface. Use the charge button to dive underwater. When you're underwater, use the jump button to paddle and charge button to charge.
I'm so ready for this to be as pretty as I want it to be. Oh, wow. Animation. I was impressed by this when I was a kid, let alone what this looks like now. So nice. I know there were bottles down here, but I feel like there were vases as well. Of course, they might have made decisions to eliminate having both. I feel like there were more gems under on this side. I know there's more when I go through. Alright. Let us pop back out. And oop! Whoa. That's so pretty. Alright, I'm gonna have to stop there. We will go back to the Spring Idols place really quickly because I want to do some swimming and obviously do the orb challenges that I can do and try to play these things out because the little orb challenges are what make this game. Do we still roll? Oh, we do. Thought I should check. For science, you know. Thank you all so much for joining me on Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. This has been Gun Bunny, G.u.n.n. Bunny! And I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. I'm sorry for the delay in my videos. I will continue to persevere until I am well enough to get back on some kind of consistent schedule. Thank you very much and have a great day.